So here we are in the Sons of the Forest, and I want to show you how to find items in the game, and I'll give you a tutorial on how to do it. So depending on where you spawn at, determine which way you want to go. So I spawned up here on top of the mountain. In my very first playthrough, this is where I spawned at. So what we're going to do is we're going to head south from here, and I almost died right there. But as soon as we get down here, I will show you where we're going to go. So we're down here at this cave with the 3 people sitting outside. Trying to give you a better idea. So I spawned north of here on top of the mountain. Kind of see the helicopter right where Kelvin is. This cave right here will take you to where the shovel is. There's also the slingshot. Now, I'm not going to go in this cave right now just because of the fact we cannot get anywhere in there. For one, without the rebreather. And then for two, we also need the zipline gun. Sorry, I couldn't think of it at the time. So where we're going to go now is we're going to go to this other first purple dot straight ahead, this little location. And I'll show you what we can get there. So we made it to this location here. So there's actually a guy hanging right here, and he will actually give you the flashlight, which is ideal for being able to go into the caves. It'd be a lot easier to see instead of using your lighter. It's a lot brighter. The only bad side is it does take batteries, which those are easy to come by though. Easiest thing to do would be to use a bow. I haven't tried this with the axe. I don't know if it will work or not. And it does. So we got him down. So this will give us the flashlight and a GPS locator. And like I said, this right here will be huge. And the flashlight, which is tremendously nice to have, especially early on. So our next location, we're going to go directly south from here to that little purple dot out in the water. And while I'll show you, I completely forgot about this. We're at the campsite right here on the way to the purple dot. Over here on this guy is a modern axe. It's a little heavier than the axe you start off with, but it is a badass axe to use, especially early on against the cannibals. I personally think for early game, besides weapons, it is probably one of the best melee weapons to get when you first start out. That's what I used my first playthrough, and it is absolutely phenomenal. This radio was playing here. I usually jam to it, but just for the aspect of explaining to you guys, I went ahead and destroyed it and got the circuit board out of it. There's also a lot of other loot here you can gather. Duct tape and grenades and C4 and whatnot. But from here, we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep moving south. As you come out down here to the beach, you'll see the dots out here in the middle of that water. That's that orange little life raft you see out there. Be careful going out there. There is a giant great white shark swimming out there, and he will mess you up if you ever played the first one. The first game, The Forest. Sharks will attack you. But out here on the life raft, we will come across the gun. Your first gun you're going to come across will be the pistol, and another GPS tracker. To be able to have the modern axe, the flashlight, and the pistol in your first about, let's say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on where you spawn at, is phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and swim out here. Like I said, just what I've done is I just went straight towards it and try to stay away from the shark. Normally, I have not been attacked just swimming out to it, but just know he is out here and it will mess you up. So just don't, sit in the water and just wait for it to come at you. Just get to the raft. And there he is. You just seen him jump right there. So yes. Just get out here as fast as possible. Whoa, shit, and he's attacking me right now. Oh man, that's the first time I got attacked by him just coming out to the raft. Shit. That's never happened to me before. Get in here, get in here. Oh man. Holy shit. So, you got some flares out here. You got the pistol, the GPS tracker. Sorry, buddy. Sorry you didn't make it. I would throw you out there so you can distract Mr. Shark here, but unfortunately I can't do that. But now, we have the pistol. And the only ammo we have for this at the time being is just what's in the gun. And it probably isn't much, so I try to conserve your ammo until you can find it, but it's pretty abundant. You can find it through all the loot crates. And just so you guys know, the locations on this are probably subject to change as the developers update the game. So don't use this, you know, 6 months from now, especially since we have an update coming out. Because who knows, these very well could change. So our next location we're going to go from here is going to be directly west to that cave straight over there. We can't get to that dot because of the simple fact that we need a shovel to get to it. So we're going to go to this cave, and I'll show you what, show you what we get in there once we get over there. So, I just happened to find this. So directly south from the raft onto this beach, you'll come see a guy sitting right here. In his hand is the pistol rail. So with the pistol rail, you're able to attach a flashlight and laser, which you can then find in separate caves. So there's some little simple items, some stuff you can come across. But we're going to keep on moving to that cave directly west. As I was going over to the cave here, I went ahead and stopped at this GPS waypoint. As we come inside here, this will take us down into a bunker. And this is why I like the flashlight, because it makes it so much brighter. I try not to use the flashlight as much as possible until I can find batteries. I'm just using it just so you guys can see. This will take us down in here. And what you're pretty much going to find down in here is a lot of different lootable items and a lot of food. You got some ramen or ramen noodles, however you want to pronounce them. Some crunchy one cheese. Got some oysters. Some bacon bites and steak bites. And there's a bunch of those down here. They're just good to have just for a quick bite to eat. This guy right here has some crossbow bolts in him. This right here we can't get into because we don't have the maintenance key card for, and the only way to get the maintenance key cards, you have to have the shovel from one of the other GPS waypoints. Some more crossbow bolts, steak bites, and bacon bites. And for the most part, that's pretty much it down here. At least until you can get inside here. And this takes us into the hydroponics lab. And in this particular door, once you do get the key card, this gives you access to that lab, which you can find the crossbow in there. But we're going to keep on moving to the next waypoint though, and I'll see you guys once we get there. So we're at the cave. Now, I'm not worried about sleeping. For one, we're going to be inside the cave anyways. I did make a base. Now, depending on who you are and what certain people say, some people consider this cheating, some people don't. You can always put a base down, especially if it's your first playthrough and you're not trying to lose anything or lose any progress. I did put a base to save, since it's just a tutorial, you know, pretty much to try to show you guys some key item locations. It's not a big deal to me. When I do another playthrough though, for sure, I'm gonna make sure that I try not to die. As we get in here, you're going to come across some bodies right here. You guys don't have too much on them. There is an air canister right here as soon as you enter the cave. You also have some flares. Then you'll have some laptops here you can break open. Get some shot, 9mm ammo, some circuit boards. As we go further in, keep in mind we are going to come across some mutants down here. Now, depending on what you want to do, you can either fight them, or you can kind of go around them. Damn bats, they get me all the time. But down in this cave, we're going to come across the Rebreather, which is a very essential early game item. It gives you access to a lot of different things. You have a dead guy here. He doesn't really have anything on him, so you can just keep on going. So here we'll have a mutant here. Now you can either fight him, or you can just move around him. Like I said, early game, dude, this axe is badass. At least until you get a better, better weapon, melee weapon. Let's see what else we got in here. And this flashlight is so nice to have. Fuck that guy. Fuck those mutants. I'm just gonna run by them for right now. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I went the wrong way. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. There's some flares back here. And that's pretty much about it. On this side. Now, if you do get caught in this position, you can always make a spear, and a crafted spear is 2 sticks, some tape, and your knife. So just don't come down this way unless you just want these flares. Now if you hit these guys in the knee, they do kind of fall down on one knee, and it makes it a little easier to kill. He's dead. This guy right here. And you do get creepy armor off of these guys. What the hell, dude? Also, like I said, you can either kill these guys or just leave them be. Just to make sure he's dead. I'm not too worried about the creepy armor right now. I just want to show you there's some flares over there, though. Nothing too special. So we're going to go back the other way, and we're going to go down the other side. Get my stamina back up. And we're going to go down this way. So that's to the right, you get some flares down there. So nothing real special. Get a big open area here. You're going to come across some mutants in here. And you can either fight them or run past them. And you come to this big open area. Come down this little ledge. And sitting right over here is your Rebreather. You got some flares. A couple laptops, you get some basic stuff, some watches. There's that bad boy. Some cloth and just simple crafting stuff. Now there is a shark here. Now, what I've done in the past, excuse me, is I have shot the shark so I can jump in the water. As long as you shoot him in the head, you should be fine. Or you can just go the other way. He's dead. That allows us to jump in the water. Go for a swim. Now this will take us out. So you can either go the other way, or you can come out here, depending on if you just want to explore. Some people probably don't know about you can jump in the water and take this out. As we get out here, I'll show you where this takes us to. Here, it literally just takes us out to the open ocean. So the cave's just right over here. It puts us out here. So like I said, you can either turn around or go back the other way, or just come out here and exit. Now the last thing I'm going to take you guys to for this video is going to be waypoint directly due north of my current location. And that's a pretty important location, and I'll show you guys why once we get there. So we're starting to get closer to this other location here. In case you guys don't know too, all the little GPS pings that you've seen on the map that are blinking green, those all contain game items, weapons, and stuff like that that you need to progress further into the game. The purple tags, they just give you some decent items, like the one that had the gun, had the pistol and the GPS tracker, and the other one had the flashlight and the GPS tracker. The one behind me has the shotgun, but like I said, you can't get without the shovel. Now, as I'm getting up here, about what I was talking about saving. Well, some people might consider that cheating or whatnot. On the other side of it, this is an early access game, so I would recommend saving as much as possible, and especially before you go into any type of cave or anything like that. And that's only because of the fact I came across some game-breaking bugs that I literally had to exit out of the game and go back into, and mine was I set a fire and I opened the menu, I couldn't exit out of that menu. And then there was another instance once I did tame Virginia, and when you can give her stuff, I wasn't able to exit out of that menu either. So I try to save as much as possible. So before we go in here, just threw a quick little tarp. And you don't necessarily have to have the stick in your hand, so you can kind of come up to one of the corners, and you can just put one stick in one corner. Just wait for the arrow to pop up, and this gives you the ability right here to, well, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down, move it over a little bit more. Gonna put that down. Like I said, boom. And then go ahead and save. And you're good. Now that we're at this location, we're gonna go in here. I'm not minding those other cannibals running around. I don't care about them. So you can see the whole point. That's why I break the flashlight out. Once we get in here, it's not a big deal. Now, in here, you get some lootable items. Printer, you get some printer ink. You also get some, loot crates and stuff like that you can open. wire, more printer ink. Now the big thing down here is this 3D printer. You also get a lootable book, and then some arrows over here in the corner and crossbow bolts. This printer, you actually have to put your ink in it. You can choose the flask. I would print out. Very important end-game item. So this thing right here, you can go to a creek. So in case you're inside of a cave, or in case you're from not near a water source, you can fill this up and you can have fresh water at all times near you. It is very nice to have. The other item, you get a mask. Now this thing right here, I heard it was important to have, and apparently it's supposed to allow you to get by some cannibals and whatnot. I tried it. You have to have it on before they notice you. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You can also make grappling hooks. You can also make tech mesh. So that right there is tech armor. And you can make that right here, and you can make the whole entire body set. Now the other thing, we're a little low on printer ink, you can make the sled. Now this sled really comes in handy in the snow, and when it does snow. Makes traveling a whole lot easier, especially going downhill. Now if you come down here, there really isn't much to look at too much down here. Go ahead, bring my axe out. I don't want to carry the stick. Down here, you don't get too many lootable items. There is a watch, and then on top of that, you get some money. Another watch here. And this is a key card. Like I said, once again, you cannot get into it without the shovel, which you need to dig up the 1 GPS point and get it. And I think right now that's going to go ahead and conclude this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. I'm still learning this game, so if you want to comment anything I might have missed or anything you might want to see, let me know. Other than that though, guys, thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.